Oh, I didn't know you were there. Welcome. Welcome to the Have Wood Will Turn live auction. We're super excited to have everybody here. YouTube's got some issues, but that's okay. All right, so what should we start with first? Let's see. Okay, well, actually, you know what? Before we get going, we wanted to do a quick bit of trivia, and we got some pin blanks. So this one is going to be this is Churro cactus. Cholla cactus. One day I'm going to actually be able to say that correctly. And let me show you what it looks like on a pin. Here's what this would look like on a pin. All right, now I'm going to ask Jonathan to help me come up with a wonderful trivia question. Now, a little bit of rules to this. It's whoever posts the right question in the DM, or not the DM, it's the comments. So the first person to post the correct question in DM, okay?
In the comment below.
In the comment below. So this one's up for grab. So we're going to do a type of wood. I already said what my gavel was, dang it. Now I gotta pull something off the cuff. All right. We're going to go with types of wood. All right. We have this nice piece of wood. If anybody knows the species of the wood, please let us know. Now, see the tight grain there, nice white-ish sapwood, darker heartwood, super hard, and this may give it away. It grows in...
Big Ash Bowles guessed black walnut. Is that black walnut?
That is not black walnut, but it's close. Well, it's not really close. It grows, this specific one came from Arizona, from the desert. Anybody?
Let's see the end grain again.
All right, let's see the end grain.
Chandler Girls 2 guessed oak. Is that oak?
That is not oak, but good try. It's really hard. In fact, some people...
Ironwood. Geo Coog 77 guessed ironwood. Is that
Boom!
ironwood?
It's ironwood. Nice job, Geo Coog.
Send us your mailing address and we'll send that to you in the mail.
All right, that's yours.
Geo Coog 77.
Geo Coog 77. Nice job. Okay.
Polly Cox guessed mahogany.
Ooh, it's close. This thing is so stinking heavy also. All right. Let's do one more before we... One more. Okay, so we have a burl here. This one is not a typical burl. In fact, very seldom do I ever find this in a burl. The type of wood, let's see the end grain here. This might look a little different because it's stabilized. However, a lot of furniture is made out of this type of wood.
What are they going to win if they guess that?
Oh, let me, let's see. Which one should we do? So let's do the Cholla cactus. This is black and white or gray Cholla cactus. Okay? And so, any guesses so far? Let's keep going. It's kind of a reddish brown type wood. You don't really hear about burls in this very often, but you do hear about people using it for furniture. Very nice looking wood. Let's see, what else? A lot of kitchen tables are made out of it. Sometimes people call similar woods.
Geocoop guessed if it's elm. Is it elm?
It is not elm.
KD Bug 04 guessed if it's pine.
No, it's not pine.
Holly Cox said, "Is that the wood they make pipes out of?" I forget the name.
I'm not sure about pipes. Oh, they make quite a few different wood. Or are you talking cocobolo or something? It's not. It's not that. Let's say this. Sometimes you can get this wood in Honduras. Sometimes they preface it with in Asia, Africa, United States, and a lot of times they'll preference where they get the wood by what type of wood it is. And okay, should we? What else do we need to do to kind of get it
Katie
away?
Bug 04 guessed mahogany. Is it mahogany?
Katie Bug 04, boom, nice job. So that's actually mahogany burl. That's if you don't hear too much about mahogany actually having burls, but Katie Bug, nice job, boom. That's yours. Okay.
Send us your shipping address in a DM, and we'll ship that out to you.
All right. Well, let's get to auction part of the auction, and then we'll do one more trivia halfway through or so. So we have. I think we'll do these pins first. Before I do these pins, I have 5 pin blanks. 2 of them are stabilized, and 3 of them are hybrid blanks. So let's get kind of a close-up look at what these pins make. Okay, so cholla cactus. You can see some of the cholla cactus in there. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to show them. These right here. This is maple, spalted maple and resin. There's another spalted maple and resin. So these ones are spalted maple, and so this is kind of what the wood will look like. This is made out of this same wood right here. It's got a lot of these wormholes in it, and there's some of the spalting. So this pin is going to look kind of like that one. Okay, so that's what those 2 are going to look like. And these 3. So this right here, these are actually dollar bills, shredded dollar bills from the Treasury. When they go to get rid of the money, take it out of circulation, they'll shred it, and they'll actually sell it to people that come over and get it. And that's what it looks like when it's been turned in a pin. If you look close, you can actually see some of the writing on the shredded dollar bills. That's kind of okay. And let's see. That one back. Now let's go to our next 2. So I don't think in this bunch I have any ash, spalted ash. This is spalted ash. You can see the spalting go throughout it. It's and that's end grain right there, and that's side grain, and it's dyed. So we've got bluish, turquoise. So we got blue over here and green over here, and then some reddish marks in the middle. That and the way you do that, you have different pockets of colors in there, so you might be able to find a couple surprises in there. But pretty awesome looking stuff. I don't have one that's going to show how this one's going to turn out. So anyways, there's that. And the last one right here, this is this is walnut, and we have the cased in resin right there. A lot of different colors. I think it's going to have some really good colors right there coming through as you turn it. So this one should actually turn out pretty cool. Well, they'll all turn out really cool. So with that said, we got all 5 of these. And let's start the bidding at the shipping rate. So this is going to be in a small flat rate box. And what's shipping on that? That's $10. Let's start it off at $10. That covers shipping. Do I got 10? Do I got 10? Anybody 10, 10, 10? I suck at auctioning. It's okay. It's all good. All right, we got 10? Anybody? Let's get up here. 10 is the opening bid. Anybody? So in stores, when you buy these, a stabilized blank, stabilized hybrid blank is going to run you probably around $10. So a hybrid blank is going to be upwards of $15 to $19. So all in all, the total value of this is at least 20 plus, I don't know, let's say probably another, what, 45 there. So 45 plus 20, 65. Anybody? So anybody want them for $10? $10? No? No takers? Okay. So let's put
Go,
those.
go through all the auction items that people can bid on.
Okay.
If you make a comment what you're bidding on and the amount, and we'll keep track.
Okay, so the next one is very similar to that. We've got crotchwood. We've got a cherry crotchwood that's encased in resin, and you can see the crotch right here. We've got a couple different colors. Some of it is a little bit see-through here, translucent. We've got reddish and blues, and then we have the other side. So this is enough for about 5 pins. So it's 5.5 by 6. So you can get 5 pins there, or maybe even if you cut them up, you can actually do the hair picks, or there's a number of things you can do with those. So I think that's going to turn out really nice. You can do them in a couple different ways, but so on that one, I think we're going to start the bidding off at just the flat rate shipping as well. It's just $10. So we'll say $10 for. Actually, do we want to do another page? There, we'll leave that there, and as we start bidding, we'll start going over. These are 2 things that I hadn't mentioned in the previous ones, okay? These are 2 cherry bowl blanks, okay? Well, you can use them for whatever. I call them bowl blanks because they're thick enough where you can do a small little candy dish, or you can do whatever you want out of them. So 2 1/4, 2 3/8 actually, by 5.5, 5.5, solid cherry, really good grain. Super nice piece right there. Okay, all right. And then this one is the same thickness, 2 3/8 by 7. Clear. The only little pieces are not there, but it doesn't even go very deep. To make this top of the bowl, you'll never see that knot. Very clear. It's already dried, so you don't have to worry about this moving on you. You can do it as thick as you want, and you'll have still a really nice bowl, both of them. This one is going to go into a medium flat rate box, which is 13, or I think 13. And so, anyways, that right there. And then let's go this way. So we picked up these small little bowl blanks. Well, actually not bowl blanks, but look at that. Look at that curl in there. So this, we turned one bowl out of it just to kind of give you a feel for the look. Let me go this side. How curly it was. We saw it, we just couldn't pass it up. So that right there is actually all throughout. This whole thing is just completely curly. Front, back, everything. It's some of the best curl I've seen. It's fantastic. Okay? Same thing here. This one's not quite as much, but still, it's all throughout. It's throughout the whole dang thing. Well, I take it back. Not the whole thing, there's just a tiny bit that's not. Then you have some crotch right there. But it's a gorgeous piece, both of them. So, these are going to go into a large flat rake.
What's the dimensions on those?
Oh, let's go ahead and hit those dimensions. So this is going to go into a large flat rake. I'm going to have to cut it down just a tiny bit because it's a little over 12. 12 is the flat rake dimensions. So just under 6 there, and it's a total of, looks like just shy of 3 3/3. So there's those two pieces, which are going to make somebody super happy. Okay, let's jump into this next one. All right, this is Buckeye burl. Okay, Buckeye burl, and let's get some dimensions on this for you. All right, so with Buckeye burl, I'm sure everybody knows that there are a lot of inclusions in here, and it's super tough to get just a solid piece of Buckeye. But some of the inclusions look pretty awesome. So it's just shy of 4.5 by 4 1/4, and the total length is 26 inches. Okay, so that's probably it's going to end up getting cut. Well, it's basically going to be 24 inches that come to you because it's going to fit into a large flat rate container, so it'll probably have to be cut. Unless, you know, we can work it out to where if you don't want it to be cut, you'll pay the shipping though on it. Okay, next things. Let's see. Okay. So next things are going to be this cherry bull blank and this ash bull blank. Uh-oh. Check that out. It's an ash hole. Sorry. All right, so this is, it's been sealed with paraffin wax. A little bit of an inclusion there, but that'll turn out. And then we have the cherry. Okay, cherry, a little bit of a pip there, but that'll turn out also if that's on the bottom. So you put the chuck right here, all that stuff goes away, and then you have a nice little piece. So large flat rate box. Shipping starts at 20. Okay.
We got a question from GeoCoog77. What's the starting bid for the 2 curly pieces? Those 2 curly blocks.
The starting bid is the large flat rate box.
$20.
$20. So, what should we start with? Who wants to throw something out there? Anybody? You want to start on the curly? Or you want to start on the pins? Come on, somebody wants these for at least $10.
GeoCoog bids $25 for the curly blocks.
$25 for the curly blocks. C-O-U-G? Coog? GeoCoog. All right, GeoCoog. $25 for the blocks, for the curly blocks. Anybody else? No? Anything else? Come on now, look at this stuff. This is fantastic curly stuff. You're not going to be able to find that anywhere else. Or if you do, you're going to pay for it. Fantastic stuff. Anybody else? How many people we got on there? All right, we've got a huge audience there. All right. So we got 25. Now, what does a normal turning block normally cost you? What do you think? What do you think? Now, if you go online, get something like this. Say you were at a turning symposium. This thing right here would probably go for about 10 bucks. This thing right here would probably be more like 25. This thing, curly, would definitely be at least 45. And you get 2 of them. Anybody else? That's a $90 worth of wood there. Anybody else? No? Alright, we're going to let that simmer for a minute here. What about these? What about these? These cherry blocks. Anybody into the cherry blocks? What we got here? Anybody? Cherry's kind of a hot item right now. Got lots of different things here. Man, you know, this is the time where I wish that I could do the whole, hey man, give me 25, coming in, give me, you got the 30. I can't do that though. Well, I guess I could. Look, we could practice right here in live. That's the nice thing about YouTube. We're actually, I don't know if you know this, but we're actually doing this YouTube live as well. So we're doing YouTube live and Instagram live. So with that said, I haven't actually showed the YouTubers. Let's go over and show the YouTubers. Actually, you know, you won't be able to see it very well on there just the way the camera is. So let me grab this and maybe see if we can show you the curly right here. All right. And that wood is just crazy curly. All right. Awesome. Okay. All right. So, to recap, we've got 7 different things. We've got the cherry, for those of you, we've had a couple people on. We've got cherry blocks that are 2 and, this is my memory so awesome. Here we go, we got 2 3/8 by 5.5 by 5.5 and 2/8 or 3 by 7 by 7. So really nice cherry stuff, kiln dried, ready to go. See if anybody's interested in that. We've also got
We got a bid, starting bid $10 for the cherry blocks.
$10 for the cherry blocks. Keep in mind that covers the shipping. Oh, there you go. Okay, so we also have these pin blanks. We've got stabilized maple burl. We've got a couple pins that are made from that. Just to give you an example of what the wood's looking like. Oh, that's not super awesome on that one. There we go. Okay, so that's kind of what they'll look like. All right, should we got a request to dampen them with a paper towel. Give me a hot second here. I'll go grab a paper towel and we'll all right, here we go. All right, there's the ash, salted ash. I don't know if it's going to help these ones much. It'll definitely. The nice thing is they're already stabilized, so you're not going to have wetting them. It's not going to do any. All right. There's the other side. Okay. There we go, and let's go with the walnut. The nice thing about the walnut, you can't really see it right here, the camera, but it is curly. I don't know if you can catch that curl in there. That is curl. So, should be pretty nice, really nice. It's hard to, and we have the cherry crotch. There we go. Does that help? Alright, there's that. Do we want to do that with the Buckeye?
Yeah, why not?
Just to be sociable? That was my brother's high school motto. That blue sure darkens up quite a bit. Look at that. Right there, while he's showing them that, I'm going to go show the YouTubers. Hey fellow YouTubers, these are the different woods, different pin blanks. Okay. Spalted. We have spalted maple. We have dyed spalted ash. We have shredded dollar bills, yo. Shredded dollar bills, yo. In his house. Just kidding. It's in my house. I don't know who his is. All right, we have, all right, there's those. Now you might say to yourself, hey Jonathan, how much would stabilized blanks cost? How much would 5 stabilized hybrid blanks cost? You might say to yourself, I don't know, how much would they cost?
I mean, take yourself down to your local wood store and you find that they cost $20 each.
For real? $20? Dang, man, I could get it for such a good deal here. All right, let's see. So we have a couple new turners, new wood turners in the audience also. And if you would like, that right there, this wood is thick enough. We have. Man, that's a good picture. You know, it's weird. I see that wood, and it's like I can't get enough of it. You know what this wood needs? More cowbell. Wait, that's kind of out of context. So we got 3.5 inches right there. That would be perfect, especially if you just barely got a brand new chuck and you're looking to do some wood or some turning right there. And it's a total of, it's already round, so you don't need a bandsaw to cut it. It's going to be easy to throw on the lathe and cut it. And you know what? It's going to be a nice piece. So you got 11 inches by 3.5, and this one you're going to have a bowl that's just shy of 7 inches, you know, by 3 inches. You know, it's cut, it's ready. It's mostly dry because when I seal them, I only seal the outer edges, so it allows some of the moisture to leave through the center. It slows down the drying, and there we go. Don't drink that. All right, how we doing? We're doing good so far. We have a bid.
Are those rounds being sold together?
Yes. What's your bid? So yeah, the rounds we're sticking them in a flat rate box and shipping them off together. Unless you just want one, I guess. I guess we could go
What's the starting bid with those two?
$20. $20, and that's actually just going in a flat rate box. So basically, it's covering the shipping. We got a bid? Okay, moving along. We're talking about the Buckeye now. Let's go down. Buckeye is kind of a hot item right now. So you got right here 8.5 inches of pretty much solid Buckeye, 4 inches right here. You're going to have a little bit of a bark inclusion, a little bit of a void right here, but most of that's going to turn away. Most of when you get it round. But it's solid pretty much all the way up to 8 inches. Now you have another solid piece that goes right here. Let's see, so you got solid to here. So it looks like you've got another solid about 7.5 inches there. And then you have some live edge. So if you do any type of casting yourself, any type of this hybrid type stuff, this is going to be awesome. Because what you have right now is you have ton of really nice live edge right here, along with some of the most awesome Buckeye. I mean, this stuff is just fantastic. Looks great. So, and then you got lots of live edge that you can have right here. But also, even if you're turning a blank and you have, say for instance, a little bit of voids in your turnings, they still look good. They still look, you know. In fact, you know, that's sometimes a little more artsy. It's a little bit more of a technical turn, but you know, even if you're, say you wanted to do some smaller spindle stuff, you can still cut it, and you still got a sufficient. What you can get four blanks if you're cutting it down into 2-inch pieces. So if you want to do something like this, now if you're going to do a gavel, you definitely don't want to use Buckeye. But if you wanted to do a turning kind of similar to this, you're going to be able to get 4 pieces from each solid section. So a lot of different things that you can do with this. One thing that I did for my wife is I actually turned her a hair pick that basically just holds her hair in place in the back there. That right there, you can do with this. This is long enough. It's 6 1/4. It's super easy to do, and you can get. When you got 5.5, it's 1 inch thick, so you can get 5 total pieces, 5 total hair picks out of that. You know, you got 5 sisters like me, that would be perfect. Or, you know, something like that.
That explains a lot.
It does. It really does. Okay, so
We got a bid 20 for the Buckeye.
20 for the Buckeye. Okay. So let's throw in. Oh, look at that. Geocoog getting deals. Getting deals. Geocoog 77's getting some deals. All right. Who's gonna outbid Geocoog? Anybody? Anybody? All right, we got some stuff. Anybody want to pick up these rounds? Rounds, or maybe even these right here. So another thing that might be kind of cool. These actually would be really cool to do a mallet out of. So if you look at that, it's about the same. It's a perfect size. If you wanted to get 2 mallets out of this, you could cut it in half and do 2 spindle turnings. Super easy to get the mallet heads out of, and it's out of cherry. It's a hardwood. It's going to last you for quite some time. You can also do out of this. You can do you can cut it down, recut it, resaw it, cut it into 2, and actually do the strike plate out of this for both of your mallet heads. Or you can make dishes, or you can do whatever, maybe even a little bowl or whatever. Or you could do a bunch of different spindle turnings out of those. Up to you. A lot of different options here. A lot of different things that you can do. Let's see. We've got. I'm going to show you an example of some of the stuff that I actually do with the Buckeye. Okay, these ones are actually stabilized. Is I'll take the voids, I'll cut them, and then I'll use that right there, and then I'll pour resin on top of it. Or I have, a freaking genius pour the resin, who I know, and then you have a solid block there, and you can do virtually any color that you're looking for. You can match up. So even some of these that they have are awesome grain and lots of natural edge. They're not lost. You can take them and you can still make anything out of them. In fact, let me show you some bottle stoppers that I'm going to get back into my repertoire. Let's this is a bottle stopper they might be able to do, and this one is actually the perfect size for that. So if you wanted to get a bottle stopper out of that, this one a little bit smaller. This is a red or a black palm, dyed black palm. We have box elder here. But so, I mean, really, you can practice if you're not there yet, right? It's super cheap to get this cherry. You can pick up the cherry, you can do some practicing with it. It's a hard enough wood, and it takes a good shine because it's a hardwood. So, there's a couple different things. So this is oak, wormy oak. You have some of the cholla cactus. You have the curly maple. And a lot of times you don't know exactly what you're getting. Here's some of the spalted. This is spalted ash.
Any holes in that one?
Nope. And this one right here? Yeah, no holes.
Just following up on your last joke from like a half an hour ago.
Oh, yeah. No ash hole here. And this one right here, you know, with a lot of the pores. I mean, it's kind of cool because it's almost like Christmas morning because you don't know exactly what to expect. You have an idea, but there you go. So, and then this was a product of, this was some box elder I had, and you can see that the other part re-emerged there, but because it was filled in with resin, it just filled the whole thing out. So there we go. We have those. That gives you a good feel for what it does. All right. So far we have $10 for the cherry, right? Or is this the cherry? This. Okay, so $10 for the cherry blanks. We have $10 for, or $25 for the curly maple. This stuff is insane. It's awesome. Okay? For both blocks. And for the Buckeye, $20. And that's what we have so far. So how's it looking? What's everybody feeling? You feeling like you wanna jump into something? I can tell you what, you are not gonna get a better deal than that right now. Just not. Look out anywhere, you are not gonna beat those prices anywhere. Plus, that basically just covers shipping. So if you guys want, jump on, grab something. If you need help, pointers on how to turn it or what to do with it, I'd be happy to give you some pointers. Most of you guys are probably pretty seasoned and could probably show me a thing or two. So, anybody else? Any other questions? Questions, comments, jokes? I got a joke. Can I tell a joke? Wait. Let's see about. I'm going to ask my producer here. Can I tell a joke? All right. How does the milk? Did I give it away? I think I gave it away. How does the fly get into the milk jar? In one ear and out the other. Get it? Udder? Okay. That's a classic dad joke. Anyways. All right. What else? Anybody else? Anybody else? All right, we're gonna start cracking down on these. So let's go with these. Let's go with these right here so far. Anybody else? $10. $10. You got two cherry, 2 3/8 inch by 7 7 and 5 5, or 5.5 and 5.5. Anybody else? Okay, going once. Going twice. Going the third and final time. Sold. All right, nice job. Tyler Amsay 08. Nice job. Well bought. Well bought. Okay, so what do we got next? Let's go with the curly. No, let's go with the Buckeye. All right, we got the Buckeye. Last chance. I'm telling you, you cannot find this stuff online. This piece right here would go for probably around, I want to say, $50 to $80. Probably higher than that, actually. If you were buying it from me, I'd probably sell it for $50 to $80. But if you were buying it off of eBay, you'd probably get it for less, or for more. So, last chance. 50 to $80. So, if you were buying it off of eBay, you'd probably get it for less, or for more. So, last chance. Last chance. 50 to $80. So, 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 All right, on the Buckeye with GeoCoug 77. Going once, going twice. Anybody else? Anybody else? 4.5 by 4.5, right? Pretty awesome stuff. You know, even if you don't have anything to do with it, you soon will. Going 3 and final. Anybody? Gone. Nice job. GeoCoug 77 takes the Buckeye. Well sold, well bought. Nice job. You're going to be happy with that piece. All right. Next on the list.
Commonwealth asked to be in your live video.
Come on in. All right. Commonwealth, you just missed a couple things. We just sold the Buckeye. We just sold the cherry blocks. Now it's your chance. So we're going to get you up to scale, up to speed. We've
Might
got.
have been an accident. He's no longer on there.
It was probably an accident. That's awesome. Good job. All right. Speaking of accidents, let's go for it. Okay, we got the final thing that we've got a bid on. We have a couple other items. If you don't want them, then you know, maybe we'll try something else next time. So, awesome curly stuff. Okay, here we go. So, we've got GeoCoug 77. You can definitely make at least 4 bowls with this, or you can do 12-inch spindles, probably get 8 of them out of there. So we got it for 25. GeoCoug 77. We're gonna go once, going once. Anybody? Can we get 30? 30. Anybody want to give us 30 for them? All right, going twice. GeoCoug 77. It looks like you're gonna get them. Anybody else? If you don't want it now, you better speak up. You better speak up or they're gone. Going 3 times and sold. GeoCoug 77. Well bought. Nice job. All right, sounds good. Hey, I wanted to thank everybody for coming out. Give you guys a little bit of information. So I'm going to start doing some teaching videos, live videos around 9 o'clock. I haven't figured out which day I'm going to do them. But if you guys have any questions or anything that you want to actually do, please let me know. Like if you want to learn how to turn a pin, or if you want to learn how to turn a bottle stopper, maybe you want to do a bowl, natural edge bowl, or maybe you want to do something else like that. I used to be a woodshop teacher. Now I do other things. So, but if you have any questions on that stuff, or just want to know, I want to get back into teaching a little bit. So anyways, let me know. Thanks everybody for joining us, and you guys have a